Hi lovelies, welcome back to UG Update. So guys, let's talk about the Anupama series guys. I'll be talking about quite an interesting episode that'll be going down in the Anupama series pretty very soon. Guys, it's quite an interesting episode coming, so please don't go anywhere. Watch the video to the very end to find out the drama that is about to unfold in our favorite Starlife series, Anupama. But before I continue to the video, lovelies, please don't forget that this is still UG Updates. In case if you are yet to subscribe to UG Updates, please click on the subscription button and subscribe. And please don't forget guys to give the video a thumbs up. Alright lovelies, let's dive straight into the video. So guys, let's just start with Ash thanking his friend for getting villa booked for a less amount. He says food and everything are good here. He then asks the servant to keep the cordless phone there itself as there is network issue. Servant says okay, while the caretaker then asks the servant to bring the crockery. He looks at Prem and tells the servant that he felt like he is an owner and not a guest. Toshu in the other hand asks Kinjal if he can make a fresh start keeping all the issues aside. Kinjal reminds him that she had gone to Japan for office work and there every year earthquakes and storm comes, but the people makes their house again and make such a house that nobody can know that storm had come there. She says they never give up and start with zero and faces all the problems with a smile. She says we have to just try. If the try doesn't succeed, then let's see, but if it succeeds, we don't have to spend the life but can live it. Then we will live this life happily and will be beautiful all over again. Toshu holds her hand and then he makes her swing on the swinger. She says she will get dizzy and laughs. Prem comes to the tree and sees his painting on it. He digs the ground with his hand and takes out a boss. He takes out Peacock feather and thinks to give it to Rahi. She has the right to get it. He imagines dancing with her and then he thinks the day will come soon. Mahi comes there and calls Prem. Then he buries the boss again and keeps the peacock feather there itself and goes to talk to Mahi. Rahi comes there and picks it, thinks it's so beautiful but who it is. She then thinks it might be of the guest who had come earlier and thinks she can't throw it as it is of Kanhaji and thinks to keep it to herself. Toshu in the other hand calls everyone to come to the poolside. Pari, Rahi and Anupama dance with Toshu and Kinjal. Others also dance where a song plays in the background. Anupama then sees Prem looking at Rahi while dancing. Toshu and Kinjal dance while Anupama goes inside and drinks water. She calls the caretaker saying the phone ringing and then she picks the call and says caretaker is not here and that's why I picked the call. She says she is a guest here and says she will call the caretaker. She sees Prem and asks him to talk to the owner and says I will call the caretaker. Prem hesitates to take the call but takes the receiver and drops it from his hand. He says I will get it repaired. Then he says he has made it fine but the call has ended. Anupama then asks Prem to talk to her and says before the party ends and we go home she needs to talk to him. Prem checks the food and asks the servant why he didn't add coriander in the dal. The servant says it was not fine which I had brought from the market. Prem then asks him to get it from Karin uncle's bungalow and says there is coriander and curry leaf there. The servant goes to get it. Then the caretaker then asks how do you know about Karim? He gets a call from the owner and talks to him. Then Anupama comes to the caretaker and asks him if they had had food. She asks him to have food and tells that she will wrap up the kitchen and ask him to rest. He says you are talking like Gayatri Madam and tells that you are like her. She used to take care of us. He then says God needs good people and called her so soon. Anupama then asks what had happened to her. The caretaker then tells that someone says that she was mentally unstable and took her life. He shows her kids' photo. Then Anupama asks for their names and then the caretaker says Tinku and Tintin. Rahi looks at the peacock feather brooch and thinks it is made for her. Mahi comes there and looks at the brooch. She then asks him to give it to her, but Rahi refuses to give it and says it is Kanhaji's blessing. She goes, then Prem comes to her and thanks her for not giving the brooch to Mahi and says it is mine. He says a new man has called me to talk to her and says if she asks me, then I will tell her the truth. Rahi wants him not to say anything and says, I don't love you. But Prem says, lie is a lie and I am fed up of hearing it. Mahi, in the other hand, says, be happy with your brunch. Kanhaji is giving me Prem. She asks Anupama if she talked to Prem, but Anupama says, I know when to talk to whom. She asks her to go and call Prem. Then Mahi says okay and goes. Rahi asks Prem, why is he so stubborn? Prem then says, this is love. Rahi says, Mahi loves you a lot. Then Prem says, and I love you. Rahi says, Mahi can't live without you. He says, I will die without you. Rahi then tells that mommy can't see Mahi unhappy. Prem then says, Anu mom can't see you unhappy too. He asks her to stop running from relations. While Mahi is coming there, then Rahi tells Prem that love, marriage and relationships are not in her destiny and says, you can't be happy with me. She requests him to choose Mahi. Then Prem says, I will decide whom I will choose and asks her to understand that Mahi is just his good friend, an Umam's daughter and nothing else. He then says, I don't love her. Mahi hears him and gets shocked, while Prem and Rahi sees Mahi hearing them. Prem says, I love you Rahi, only you, and says it is good that Mahi came to know about it. Mahi runs to the room and locks the door, and then he says it is good that Mahi came to know about it. Rahi goes behind her and asks her to open the door and talk to her once. Mahi is in shock, but Anupama, in the other hand, is scared to see Mahi's madness for Prem and says if things doesn't do as she wants, then she might harm herself and asks Kanhaji to take care. Guys, seriously, it's quite an interesting episode filled with a lot of drama. Can see what is going on between Rahi, Mahi and Prem. Seriously, a lot is really going down. And also Toshu and Kinja's reconciliation. Seriously, that really made sense. So guys, what do you have to say about the drama and what is going on between the situationships and the relationships going on in the Anupama series currently? Please drop what you think about it on the comment section. And as you do that, please don't forget that this is CUG Update. In case if you are yet to subscribe to UG Updates, please and please click on the subscription button and subscribe. And please don't forget guys to give the video a thumbs up. Alright lovelies, that'll be a wrap. Thank you guys for watching up to this point. I really love you guys and I'll see you guys on my next video.